Hey there, sixth graders. I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about your compare and contrast essay. This week we're going to finish up and actually write, and you're going to turn in your final essay, your compare and contrast essay, by the end of the week. So we're going to finish the compare and contrast essay unit this week. You'll turn it in. We started it last week, so you should have had the pieces and the components started to prepare and get ready for this essay project. Just a couple quick things for you reviewing and refreshing your mind. So we've been talking about compare and contrast essays, looking at two different things, talking about them, comparing them and contrasting them. Compare is similarities, contrast is the differences. Last week you chose a way to organize it. You read a student model first, chose a way to organize it. I gave you 2 days to research and give me your two topics. You gave me your two topics and you researched. You should have done that. That's what I had you do Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday you had a free reading day, so I gave you a day that was a little more laid back, relaxed, to get some free reading in. Still do some English practice, but do some free reading. Today we're going to return back to writing your compare and contrast essay, so you're going to need that research, the method that you chose of organization, because we're going to be diving this week into actually writing and putting pencil or pen to paper or fingers to keys if you choose to type it for your essay. So by now you should have done your research. Again, I already said last week I gave you the time to do your research. That was Wednesday and Thursday. You're going to need to have that with you. You should have that physical paper with you, or maybe you typed it on the computer. That's fine too, but your research is going to be crucial to today's work and the next steps as you begin to write your paper. If you don't have your research, you're going to run into a problem because your paper is not going to have too much before you're really going to be up the creek without a paddle. So you'll need your research. That's a big component. Today, when we talk about the planning, we're going to talk about fitting these pieces together. I know some of you are very anxious. You're ready to go. You're ready to roll. You're ready to write your paper. Easy, eager beavers. We're going to get there very soon. I promise you'll be writing your paper. Today, though, we're going to get some of the major planning out of the way to put the puzzle pieces together that you can have at it and light up your paper and get into it very soon. So today, we're going to be talking about organizing and planning your essay. So we talked about organizing last week a little bit. Today, we're going to put the organization method that you chose to good use because we're formally going to organize your essay. We're going to put it into little categories, organize it out, and we're going to be planning it out so when you go to write your paper, it's smooth as butter, super easy, super simple, and it makes sense and you can get through it easy peasy. And to do that, we're going to be using this Venn diagram tool. Today, you are going to organize your research into a Venn diagram. What does this mean? Well, when you were doing your research, you maybe weren't thinking about what was different and what was similar between the two things. For example, one of you, I'll just use this example, came to mind. I think it's a neat example. I read some of your topics already. I haven't gotten to read all of them, but they've all been very neat so far. Somebody I read is doing Legos versus Lincoln Logs. So for Legos versus Lincoln Logs, in your research, you might not have been thinking about what's similar, what's different. Well, now, today, after you're done watching this video, you're going to organize your information into a Venn diagram. You know what a Venn diagram is. We've used them for Bible. We've used them a little bit for history. I don't think we've used them for English yet, but I'm sure you probably had other years when you're reading and comparing characters. For a Venn diagram, you're going to be saying, okay, what things about these are similar? So if you were doing Legos and Lincoln Logs, you would say, okay, what goes in the same category? Well, they're both toys. So I'm going to get my drawing tool here. You won't be doing it like I am on the computer. You'll be actually physically working with one, but you could say, okay, same, they're toys. They're both toys. What's different? Maybe one was created in Germany, which I think Legos were. So you could write one was created in Germany. And I think Lincoln Logs were created in America. So I'll put America. I don't know. It's not my topic. I didn't research it. But you're going to be organizing all your information into this Venn diagram because this is going to help you see, okay, my compare paragraph is going to be about the same, and my different paragraph is going to be about what's different. So this is going to help you organize. You're going to get these two circles. You know what a Venn diagram is. You know what it looks like. You're going to be organizing it into the same and the different categories. Organizing it. You've got your research. You've got your topics. Now today you're going to plan it out. You're going to organize it. So with organizing, this is like taking the pieces of the puzzle, putting it together. Doing research and finding your topic and information about it was kind of like buying a puzzle. You bought the puzzle box, you opened it up, you looked at the puzzle pieces, and you know what picture it's going to make. You know in the end your essay is going to be about snakes or birds or fast food restaurants. You know what your essay is going to be about. You know what the puzzle is going to look like. Now you just need to look at the pieces and figure out what's the best plan to put these pieces together? Are you going to build it on the coffee table? Or obviously, I'm using a puzzle analogy, but today you're thinking, how are you going to put and string these pieces together? And something that's very important, a key word when you're using this Venn diagram and you're using your research, a key word I just want to keep in mind for you is details. Details. It's in the detail. It's in the details. You must include details in your essay. So when you're carrying your research over, working with your research, organizing it in a Venn diagram, you want to use details. You don't want to skimp on the details. The more detailed it is, the better. It's going to sound better. It's going to look better. It's going to be something you can be proud of once you're done, and it's going to get a better score. It's about the details. I'm not asking you to give me the sources you used, but I'm asking you to show me that you know things about this topic, that you know what you're talking about when you're comparing and contrasting. Again, that's why I told you to choose something you enjoy, whether it's snakes, toys, movies, restaurants, whatever it may be. So today, here's what you're going to do in just a few moments when we're done with this video. Stay with me, just a couple of final instructions for you over these next couple minutes. You're on LMS going to find a front and a back worksheet like you normally would. The front's going to give you an example Venn diagram, and it's just going to talk a little bit about how to organize your information. But we've talked about that in this video. You can read that at your leisure, read it to help you bounce some ideas. But on the back is the big meat and potatoes that I want you to think about. It's the main course of the meal that we're going to be working with today, and it's going to be your blank Venn diagram. You're going to see a Venn diagram. You're going to fill out the Venn diagram with your research. So you'll write one topic at the top of this circle, one at the top of that one. Similarities will be in the middle, and you're going to write out your Venn diagram with your information using the research you used last week. At the bottom, it's going to give you a little prompt. It's going to say, decide which method you're going to use to organize your essay. You should already know this. I already had you pick a method. The methods where you could organize it by subject, you could organize it by similarities and differences. You should have already chose your method last week, so you're just going to rewrite down that same method you chose. You're going to write down that same method you already chose to organize your essay. Now, to give you a refresher, you may be saying, well, what are the two types of organizations? To give you a refresher, you could organize it by subject, which is introduction, subject A paragraph, subject B paragraph, conclusion. That's organizing it by subject. You could also organize it by introduction, similarities paragraph, differences paragraph, conclusion. This one would be organizing it by similarities and differences. The other one was by subject. Again, introduction, subject A paragraph, subject B paragraph, conclusion. This one's organizing it by similarities and differences, which is introduction, similarity paragraph, difference paragraph, conclusion. Either way you spin it, it's going to be 4 paragraphs. So your assignment for today, you're going to do a Venn diagram and you're going to do an outline. At the bottom, it's going to say, and just stay with me so I can explain this to you so you can get it right and you can get planned well. It's going to tell you to fill out the Venn diagram. It's up there for you. And at the very bottom, it has the instruction that you are going to do as well. You're going to do an outline. It says choose your organizational method and fill out an outline. Can you choose organization methods? Absolutely. If you have been working and decided that your organization method that you chose isn't your favorite, now that you've actually done the research, you are welcome to choose. Switch it up, change it up. That's okay with me. It's not going to offend me. Sometimes plans change. That happens. You can choose a different organization method we like, or if you like, or you can use the one you already said you were going to use last week. I'm not going to be offended. It's not going to upset me. But you need to do the Venn diagram and you need to do the outline. What's the outline? Well, if you're organizing by subject, what you're going to do is you're going to put Roman numeral 1. You'll just write introduction. Then you're going to do the outline like you see here. So you're going to say, okay, subject A. What's your subject A? Is it a type of snake? Is it a type of water formation like ocean? Then you're going to put the details that you're going to do them in when you write your essay. So do you want to talk about the appearance first? Do you want to talk about the size, the habits, the diet, whatever it may be? Then in your outline, you'll go to section B. You'll do the same thing with section B, how the details are organized. You'll organize it the same way for section A, and subject A and subject B. That's how you do it for by subject style. Then you just put Roman numeral 4, conclusion. That's the type of outline you're going to do if you're doing by subject organization. So that's one. If you chose by subject, that's the outline you'll do, but you'll do it for your topic and what would make sense in your topic. If you're going to do it by similarities and differences, here's the type of outline you're going to use. You're going to put Roman numeral 1, introduction. Then you'll do number 2, similarities. What are the similarities they have? How are you going to organize your essay? This is getting you planned for the next couple days. So you'll put, okay, what are the similarities you're going to use? Then differences. That'll be Roman numeral 3 for you. Then you'll put, okay, what are the main differences you're going to use? You may have some more research than you're actually going to use. It's only a 4-paragraph paper. Maybe you got a lot of research. Maybe you found you didn't get enough and you might have to go back and get more. That's okay. You can always go back and get more research, but you might find you have too much. Either thing could happen. And so you'll organize it by differences, conclusion. Whichever style you want to use, again, I'll write it out for you here. So let me get my yellow drawing tool so it's a little clearer to see. Let me change colors. So this one's by subject at the top. That's what a subject outline would look like if you're going by subject. If you want to go by similarities and differences, that's what that outline will look like. But again, you're not just doing the Venn diagram. You're doing the outline too. If you just turn in a Venn diagram, you are going to lose points not only for today's work, but you'll lose points on your final score because part of the planning is making an outline. So you either need to make a subject outline that looks like this, or you need to make a similarity and different outline that looks like this. But again, you're plugging in your information. So this one is the one from the bald eagle example. You'd be plugging in your information. Again, whether it's snakes, Lincoln Logs, Legos, fast food restaurants, whatever it may be. So again, assignment, do the Venn diagram, do the outline, do these. This is due tonight, Monday, 11:30 p.m. for full credit, but this is going to help you. You do not want to fall behind. This is going to come up very quickly. This is a test grade, your compare and contrast essay, so you want to get this in, work hard, get it on time, and do it well so you can be best represented going forward to put your best foot forward and really knock this project out of the park like I know you can. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for sticking with me and watching this video. You can find that up on LMS. The Venn diagram is there for you. Make sure you make your outline and turn in your outline with your Venn diagram when you turn it back in on LMS. Keep up the great work. Let me know if you need anything, have any questions, need any prayer or anything else. Keep up the great work. I'm proud of all of you, and I'll talk to you all later.